Today, we're diving deep into one of the most talked about cryptocurrencies, Solana. The big question on everyone's mind is, can SOL really hit that magical $500 mark by 2026? It sounds ambitious, but some compelling new evidence suggests it might not be just a fantasy. Stick around as we break down the latest developments, analyze data, and give you a clear, no-hype perspective on Solana's future. First, let's set the stage. Solana, often dubbed the Ethereum killer, burst onto the scene. With its promise of lightning-fast transactions and incredibly low fees. This core technology, proof of history, processes thousands of transactions per second, leaving older blockchains behind. But speed isn't everything. In the past, Solana faced challenges, notably network outages. However, the Solana Foundation and its developer community have been working relentlessly. Recent network upgrades have drastically improved stability. The Firedancer client, for instance, is a game changer. It's a new validator client designed to increase throughput and resilience, making the network more robust. This isn't just a minor tweak. It's a fundamental architectural improvement addressing past criticisms. Think of it as upgrading a city's traffic system from dusty backroads to a multi-lane superhighway. This enhanced reliability is crucial evidence for our $500 price prediction. A stable network builds trust. Now, let's talk about the ecosystem. A blockchain is only as valuable as the projects built on it. And this is where Solana is truly shining. The developer activity on Solana is exploding. We're seeing a wave of innovation in decentralized finance, or DeFi, with platforms offering lending, borrowing, and trading services. These services are faster and cheaper than ever before. Projects like Jupiter and Marinade Finance are locking in billions. Beyond DeFi, the NFT space on Solana is thriving. Marketplaces like Magic Eden have become major players. Thanks to low minting costs and transaction fees, creating and trading digital art is accessible to a wider audience. But perhaps the most exciting frontier is the intersection of crypto and real-world applications. We're talking about DePIN, or decentralized physical infrastructure networks. Projects like Helium, which moved to Solana, are building decentralized wireless networks. Render Network connects people needing GPU computing power with those who have it to spare, all powered by Solana. These aren't just abstract financial instruments. They're creating real-world value and utility. This growing ecosystem is a powerful engine for demand, pulling more users and capital into the Solana orbit. So, how do we get from its current price to $500? Let's crunch some numbers. To reach $500 per SOL, Solana's market capitalization would need to be around $230 billion. Assuming a circulating supply of roughly 460 million tokens. Now, that's a big number. But let's put it in perspective. During the last bull run, Ethereum's market cap peaked at over $500 billion. So a $230 billion valuation for a leading high-performance blockchain isn't as far-fetched as it might seem, especially in a booming crypto market. Several catalysts could propel Solana toward this valuation. First, continued institutional adoption. We're already seeing major players like Visa pilot stablecoin settlements on Solana. As more traditional finance giants recognize the efficiency of Solana's network, we could see a flood of institutional capital. Imagine global payment systems or major banks leveraging Solana's rails for their operations. That would be a massive vote of confidence. Second, the growth of consumer-facing applications. The Solana mobile Saga phone was a bold experiment to bring Web3 to our pockets. If Solana can crack the code on mobile and onboard millions of new users through gaming, social media, or other everyday apps, the demand for SOL tokens would skyrocket. Think of it like this. The more people who use the highway, the more valuable the highway becomes. Third, and perhaps most importantly, is the overall market cycle. The crypto market moves in waves, heavily influenced by factors like Bitcoin's halving events and macroeconomic trends. Historically, after a Bitcoin halving, there's a significant bull market that lifts all boats. If history rhymes, the period leading into 2026 could see a massive influx of retail and institutional investment. In such a scenario, capital naturally flows to projects with the strongest technology, most active ecosystems, and clearest vision. Solana checks all of these boxes. It's positioned perfectly to capture a significant share of that new capital. Of course, we have to be realistic and consider the risks. The path to $500 is not a straight line. Competition is fierce. Ethereum is constantly upgrading, and new Layer 1 blockchains are always emerging. Solana must continue to innovate and execute flawlessly to maintain its edge. Another risk is regulation. The global regulatory landscape for crypto is still taking shape. Unfavorable regulations in key markets could slow down adoption and put a damper on price growth. And finally, the network must prove its long-term stability beyond any doubt. Any major outage in the future would be a significant setback. Investors need unwavering confidence. So let's tie it all together. The prediction of Solana hitting $500 by 2026 isn't just wishful thinking. It's based on new evidence of fundamental improvements to its core technology, like the Firedancer upgrade, which addresses past stability concerns. It's backed by the explosive growth of its ecosystem. From high-value DeFi and NFT projects to groundbreaking real-world applications in DePIN, and it's supported by the potential for massive catalysts like institutional adoption, killer consumer apps, and a favorable market cycle. When you combine a technically superior product with a rapidly expanding ecosystem and powerful market tailwinds, you have a recipe for exponential growth. While the journey will undoubtedly have its ups and downs, and risks certainly remain, the evidence suggests that Solana is one of the best-positioned assets to see incredible appreciation in the coming years. The question is shifting from if to when. The road ahead is long, but the destination of $500 looks more achievable now than ever before. This is not financial advice, and you should always do your own research before making any investment decisions. The crypto market is volatile, and you should never invest more than you are willing to lose. But hopefully, this analysis gives you a clearer picture of what's happening with Solana and the powerful forces that could shape its future. Thanks for watching. What are your thoughts on Solana's future? Do you think $500 is possible by 2026, or is that too optimistic? Let me know your price predictions in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next deep dive. See you in the next one.